Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe. Today I'm going to show you some hamstring strengthening exercises. Now I've already showed you a whole lot of stretching exercises for your hamstrings, so you can check those out on my other video. And once you got everything stretched out, now you can come here and do some strengthening. So we're going to start off on our backs. So here we go. And the first exercise we're going to do is called bridging. So you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. You want your neck to be nice and relaxed. You don't want to strain your neck. And what you're going to do is you're just going to straight up. Now you want to keep yourself in a line. You don't want to hyperextend your back and arch it, and you don't want to be slumped down either. You want to come to where you're in a straight line. And you're just going to pause and slowly come back down. And that's working those hamstring muscles back there. So you're just going to do about 10 or 15 till you feel that burn. And if you get to 20 or 25 and it's really easy, then you can switch to one leg. And you're coming straight up. You want to be in a straight line. You don't want to be arched, and you don't want to be down low. If you're down low, if you can't get straight, then that means you're probably not ready for a single leg. And just slowly coming down and then slowly coming back up. So that's the single leg bridging. Then the next one, I'm going to have you roll over onto your tummies. This would be a good one if you have some ankle weights or some kind of weights that you can put around your ankle. You'll probably want to eventually use ankle weights. Otherwise, just try it without it and see how it feels. It depends on what kind of injury you have to your hamstring. But what you're going to do is you're just going to bring your heel back as far as you can to your bottom. Now, my back's probably arched a little bit because I'm up on my elbows. You don't have to be up on your elbows. Make sure that you're comfortable. So if you want to lie all the way down like this, you can. But you really want to go nice and controlled all the way back as far as you can and slowly, slowly, slowly come back down. So the next exercises we're going to do is going to be standing up. Okay, so the next hamstring strengthening exercise is going to be standing, and with your standing exercises, hold on to something to start off with. You can just even get a chair and hold on to the chair, but you want to make sure that you're stable so you're doing the correct form. If you're not doing the correct form, then you're not really getting a good exercise. So the key with this one is the top part of your leg, you want it to stay flat and even with the other part of the leg. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You want to curl your leg back, a hamstring curl, and keep this part in the same spot. So your hip's not flexing. If you're coming up like this, that's not the exercise that we're looking for. So see if you can keep your hips straight and just bend at your knees. So you're curling back. This is another one that if you can do this 20 to 25 times and you're not having any pain, then you can get some ankle weights and start building yourself up to get more resistance for that hamstring curl. The last two exercises I'm going to show you, I'm just going to briefly go over them because I did show you them in the knee strengthening exercise video. So you can go check that one out to have a little bit more detail. But the last two are squats and lunges. So the next key component with a squat is, remember how we talked about you don't want your knees going in front of your toes. So in the other video, I had you actually sit down onto something like a chair or a couch. But I'm just going to show you a squat without anything behind me. And this is the higher level. This is, you know, you can squat down and come back up without falling. You want your feet about shoulder width apart, and you want to make sure those knees do not go in front of the toes. If you're squatting down like this, that is not what we're looking for. You're really sticking your bottom back like you're going to find a chair. So you're squatting down, you're keeping equal weight throughout your feet. I'm not back on my heels, I'm not up on my toes, but there's equal weight throughout my feet. And I'm squatting down and I'm coming back up. Use your arms as a balancer, bring your hips forward, your center of balance, make sure that it's not too far forward and it's not too far back. If I'm trying to sit with my bottom straight down, I'm not going to be able to do that without my knees going in front of my toes. So squatting down and coming back up. So that's a squat. And then the last one is a lunge. So in the other video I showed some books on the ground that you could use as a target. Now this is the step up where you don't have a target, But same kind of thing, you want to get into your lunge position, but you don't want that knee going in front of the toes. You want your toes pointed forward in the back as well, and you're going to go straight down to the ground and come back up. You can either stay in one spot as long as your knees staying behind your toes, or when you lunge down, you can step back, and that's going to give you that extra push on those hamstrings. So you can start off in one spot, do about 10 or 15 of those, and make sure you switch sides, or you can lunge down and come back up. All right, so there you have it. Those are your hamstring strengthening exercises. And remember, if you want to see the modified versions of the squats and the lunges, go check out the knee strengthening exercises at AskDoctorJo.com. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.